Oh my gosh. Let's get started. Smackdown was short, swift, and sweet. It wasn't a lot going on. But um let's get into it. So Tiffany Stratton, child, struggle bus is a better way of explaining it. But Tiffany Stratton came out and cut a promo. Essentially, what we got is a lot of I told yous, and I'm the youngest woman in the banking history. It's 100% success rate. I'm guaranteed the championship. Blah blah blah. Congress. Blah blah. So I mean, sure, go off. Bailey came out there interrupting. Now Bailey made it very clear. She was like, "Girl, all this rah-rah you talking," she was like, "It's not as easy to cash in as you think it is." She said, "Just because you want it, now you have to find the right time to cash it in. And you do have to successfully cash it in. This ain't no walk in the park, bitch. I done been where you are. I done walked in your shoes. I know what it's like. Trust me, it ain't that easy." And she was like, "Girl, you're the past and I'm the future. Okay." She was like, "I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm the first ever women's Grand Slam champion, girl. I'm 2019. I was the girl. I'm still the girl." She was like, "Oh, what was that? Eons ago? This is 2024." I'm like, if my math checks, 2019 would make it about 5 years ago, right? Ain't that the right math, baby? 2019 is 2024. Wouldn't that make it 5 years? That ain't that long ago, baby. You can walk back to 2019, baby. It ain't hard to get back there. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people want to walk back to 2019.
We all do. That's pre-pandemic. That was good times. Okay, that was when chicken was still $40. Okay, a bitch paying $100 for some wings is terrible time. Okay, eggs is $10 a carton, baby. Okay, we was in a time where we can get eggs for $6. Okay, we was living our best life like it was golden. Oh, anyways, child. Tiffany was like, "Girl, I'm the future. I am the one." She was like, "I am the youngest winner in Money in the Bank history. I did in 3 years what some of you couldn't do with a lifetime. So miss me with the bullshit." Now, see, Bailey real nice. Bailey real nice, because I would have ran her ass for filth. I'd been like, "Let me tell you something, you Botox." No, I would say it. I'd be like, "Let me tell you something, you Botox lip filler looking bitch. First of all, don't come out here talking to me when your ass barely fit in your drawers. Okay, you walk around like you got a whole diaper on. You saggy ass bitch. That's the first thing. Okay. Secondly, since we want to run down accolades, let's run them. Let's run them. I'm first ever women's Grand Slam champion. I'm a multi-time Raw Women's champion, multi-time SmackDown Women's champion. I'm one of the longest reigning SmackDown Women's champions in history. On top of that, I made those women's tag team titles. Without me and my partner Sasha Banks, the tag team titles wouldn't be shit. And I guarantee you, if it wasn't for the work I put in 2019, 2015, and beyond, your little lily white ass wouldn't be here right now. So you gonna pay me my respects. Oh, you gonna pay what you owe. I know some Beyonce shit. Bow down, bitches. Give me my crown. Okay? Stop playing with me. But she didn't do that. She didn't do that. She let her slide and she was real nice. She said, "I ain't finna give you no more advice. I'm just not. I'm not finna do that. But you're not gonna keep disrespecting me." Because she said you're gonna step out of line one too many motherfucking times and I'm gonna check your asshole. So of course, Nia came out there. Nia came out there and was talking cash shit. Now Nia had one good line. She basically she was like, "So what are you now? BBL Bailey?" Now see, this is what I'm saying. When you not good when you off the cuff. Because had that have been me, I've been like, are we admiring my assets? Is that what we're doing? Are we admiring my ass? No, baby. Ain't no BBLs over here, bitch. I ain't had a needle, a surgical tool, not nan touch this ass. This is homegrown ass right here. Okay, this is what you get when you pretty and fine, when you thick in the waist and you cute in the face. This is what you get. You get junk in your trunk. I say I got junk in the trunk. Okay, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, cause I got body. It don't have nothing to do with no BBLs. I don't need to go to the doctor to keep my shit together. My shit was natural. What they say? What they say? You a natural woman, 100% woman? Yeah, baby. Sorry. Sorrows, prayers, okay? Don't get mad. Don't get mad. You can admire the ass, but don't think it's fake, honey. Don't do that. Don't get all in your feelings. Don't get mad. You got enough ass for all of us, bitch. Since we talking about BBLs, we know yours ain't a no BBL. That's definitely something you ain't. Okay? Definitely homegrown, bitch. Most definitely. You wide and all sides. Since we talking about asses. Since we're talking about asses. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Then the bitch had a match with Mia. Now, that nasty bitch was in the ring with Mia, bent over, and then spread her ass in front of Bailey. I know it smelled like open asshole in there. I know it did. Ooh, it just looked like it stank. It just looked like it stank. I didn't like it. It was funky. Does it? I'd be like, no, I'm just thick as my resume. Period. All natural, no etching on some mega type stuff. Okay, when you jealous, you tend to notice shit when you jealous. You tend to point things out when you're jealous, honey. She just jealous, okay? But Naya and Mia had a decent match. Poor Mia got Naya's ass in her face so many damn times. That child, oh, I know she gotta go home and wash her face real good, okay? And then she sat on her so her coochie airs and all that. The coochie waft was all in her face, child. Poor Mia. Poor Mia. Oh, Lord. Poor Mia. But anyways, we ended up getting a couple of vignettes in between there. Nick Aldis was not there today. Nikki was on vacation, okay? I knew he was on vacation because I saw his social media and he was talking to somebody about football, actual football, what we Americans call it soccer. He was talking about football with another fan on social media. So I figured he wasn't going to be there today because he is on vacation. However, some of the superstars did not know that, with the exception of none other than LA Knight. So LA Knight got a contract signed by Nikki before Nikki left. And you know, LA Knight has been campaigning to get this United States Championship match from Logan Paul for months. Now, let me give you some statistics. Okay, let me give you some numbers. Logan Paul has been champion for 250 plus days. 250 plus days. Stay with me. He has defended his championship. Guess how many times he's defended his championship? I give y'all 30 seconds to figure it out. Just guess. Guess how many times that man has defended his championship. Let me see what y'all guessed. Let me see. Hold on. Solo ain't beating Cody, and Tiffany was cashing out Bailey after she survives Nia. Well, that ain't what we was talking about, baby. But cool. Whatever works for you. Um, when will Jimmy Uso return? I don't know, baby. You're gonna have to go ask him. I don't know. You're gonna have to go ask him, sweetheart. I have no idea. The rumor was he was gonna return tonight, but it was just that a rumor apparently. So I don't know, Sugar Love, Sugar Foot. I don't know. 102. Y'all, you close. You in the ballpark, Aaliyah. You in the ballpark, Don. He has defended that championship twice. Mm-hmm. Twice. Let that marinate on the brain. 250 days as champion. And he has defended that championship twice. Shameful. Shameful. Twice he's defended it. You're right, Kayla. It was less than Roman. It's significantly less than Roman. 250 days. And you've had two title defenses. Two of them. Monstrous. Anyways, LA Knight came out there with the folder with the contract in it. And LA Knight made it very clear. He signed the contract. Nikki's signature is on the contract. Now he just waiting for bitch ass Logan Paul to sign it. Now Logan Paul is supposed to be there next week. They're gonna be in what are they gonna be in Omaha next week? Nebraska? They're supposed to be in Nebraska next week. He's supposed to sign the contract next week, I guess. And Naomi had to give her championship up for not defending it in almost 30 days. Child, ain't nothing you can do about that. That's old news, Sugar. That's old news, Sugarfoot. Let it go. Let it go, honey. LIG it. Now, Solo and them was sitting in the back at their mini table. And that table little. Fuck y'all. He was sitting in the back at his mini table, and basically he had all his homies back there, in the back, and they set up a little corner where they decided to cut this promo. And Solo was calling out Roman again. He basically was like, Roman lost his right to call himself the Tribal Chief when he lost to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And he ain't going to come here and do nothing about what I'm doing because he don't have the authority to do so. He basically was taunting Roman Reigns. Then he moved from taunting Roman Reigns to going after Cody. He basically was like, listen, he said, I'm not waiting for Cody to decide what he want to do. I'm telling Cody what he gonna do. It's gonna be me and him at SummerSlam, and it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was like, I'm gonna go after Cody. I'm getting the championship, and I'm gonna reset this wrong. But everybody, by the end of the night, everybody is gonna acknowledge me. Everybody's gonna acknowledge the bloodline by the end of the night. All of us were sitting up here like, oh hell, somebody's match gonna get fucked up. Fortunately, nobody's match got fucked up, but a lot of people did get fucked up. Okay. Now, Cody and Randall was back there having a conversation. I ain't gonna be honest with you. I ain't really listened to much that was said. I did hear Randy said that he was gonna come out there. He had his back. I did hear Randy say he ain't have to. Cody don't have to take on the bloodline alone because it's a suicide mission to do it by yourself. So I'm gonna come out there if you need me. But Randall's eyes stayed on the goal. Him eyes never looked at Cody's until he needed to. Him eyes stayed on the belt. Remember that, okay? Because I told y'all he did it once before. He did it last week when they had their final meetup with the bloodline. He did it then. He did it the week before last. He been eyeing that title, and it's not subtle. It is very, very blatant. You got to keep your eyes on Randy because he a snake. They call him a viper for a reason, okay? That's not a nickname, baby. That is a moniker, okay? Trust me. Now, there was some filler matches that happened on Monday Night Raw that they didn't necessarily, SmackDown, sorry. On Friday Night SmackDown that they did not advertise, okay? So, Legado del Fantasma and they homegirl Frogger, they had a match with Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin, and I ain't gonna front. Baron Corbin was out there showing his ass today. Okay, Apollo looked good like he always do. Problem is, Frogger's ass. Mm-hmm. She jumped on the apron and cost him the damn match, along with Santos going in there hitting Apollo with a high knee. Angel was out. The game was over for Legado. But because of them two, and Frogger is always in the middle of somebody else's shit. She is always in the midst of Legado del Fantasma's business. She worse than Rhea almost, because even Rhea will let them handle their own matches on their own. She'll jump in if it's necessary, but Electric in that match every day, all day. She finds a way to involve herself every single time. No matter what, she is always involved. Even when they lose, she's already involved herself in that match, even when they lose. It's wild. That bitch ain't wrestled since she went up against Zelina Vega that one time. She ain't had a match since. Like, girl, what is you doing? You didn't even get a qualifier match for Money in the Bank. You should be ashamed. You should be in the back hot, not coming out there dressed like you finna go to the escapade. Oh, she's such a tacky bitch. Oh, she grates on my nerves, child. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyways, there was another match between Naomi and Blair Davenport. Now, Blair Davenport came out there like she ain't slept in 5 days and was punched in the face before she came out there. And she ended up losing to an injured Naomi, which should tell you something. This match also was a little wonky. Not because Naomi was injured, but I find that Blair Davenport does not have good chemistry with a lot of people. I don't know what it is, but oftentimes she has issues with being set, being in the right position, being close enough so that certain moves look right via her opponents. She don't execute her moves properly. It's always something nagging in her matches that irritate me when it comes to how she performs. That gets on my nerves. I want her to tighten up and clean up because I know Blair is good, but she could be great and she needs to strive for that instead of just being okay. Anywhoosies, Naomi was able to beat her clean, no interference, and her shoulder was messed up from that Money in the Bank ladder match, and she still beat her. Now, in the back, Blair decided she wanted to come up to her and be like, okay, so I just want to come up here and tell you, the better woman won and all that other bullshit. And of course, Naomi, not necessarily naive, she was hesitant, but because Blair looked in the part of being somebody who actually was being humbled, she then, shook her hand and walked away. After she got done talking to everybody and Naomi was getting ready to leave, Blair hits her in the back of the head and knocks her out. Now, Bianca and Jay were there, but they was just there, for a little, backstage vignette with Naomi. They kind of held up. And, the big three back together. We love the big three. Now, if you notice when Chelsea was back there talking to, I don't know who she was talking to. She was talking to somebody. I think it was Byron. She was back there talking to Byron. Isla was back there talking to Blair. And I think they have started to recruit Blair because they know they're going to need some help fucking around with Sonya January 6th and Shayna Baszler. They're going to need a third. And I saw them back there talking. I told y'all they'd be foreshadowing a lot of shit. Now, after that, the rest of the show pretty much consisted of Cody and Solo. But what we got, let me take this down. What we got was the tag team match. So I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't necessarily interested in this match because we had already seen it last week. I know that it was a rematch and there's nothing wrong with a good rematch. I'm all for that. It's just I didn't care. I knew that they were gonna win, so I just didn't care enough to watch. You noticed that too, huh? Okay. Stay with me. Now, what ended up happening was in the bike, everybody was going to Nick Aldis' office, but nobody was in there. So Chelsea and Piper was back there waiting. Pretty Deadly was back there waiting. And LA Knight left him. He knew that Nick ass wasn't here, and he didn't tell him. He let him sit out there. He didn't tell him shit, child. But anyways, So let's get on to the final moments in the show. They came out there after the tag team champions beat the former tag team champions of A-Town Down. I believe it was Grayson who ended up suffering the pin in this case. So Jacob came out there and beat up everybody. Austin was nowhere to be found as far as I knew. Jacob didn't get to Austin. He took out Grayson and he took out DIY simultaneously. He beat the brakes out of all of them. I was like, that's Jacob. I'm not surprised. Then Solo came out. Solo came out there and made his proclamation essentially. He was pissed because everybody was cheering for Roman. He told everybody to acknowledge him. They booed the shit out of him. And they started cheering for Roman, and he was like, nah, don't cheer for Roman now. Don't cheer for him now. And I was like, well, he got a point because when Roman was there, y'all niggas was booing him. And I was one of them. I ain't begging for Roman to come back. I just want him to come back and whoop your ass and then go back home. Just want him to come whoop your ass and then go back home. I don't need him to come back full time. That's not my ministry, but it's okay. Anyway, so Solo made it very clear that he don't give a damn about Roman. He was like, if Roman decide he bring his ass back, he gonna take his ass out too. But he want Cody. Cody came down there. Cody stood toe to toe with Solo, despite him being in the ring with three of the most dangerous men in the WWE at this moment. And Cody didn't even miss no words. He was like, look, I know what you're gonna say, I know what you want, and you got it. He was like, all we need is Nick to make it official. But he's like, I can tell you right now, it's gonna happen. It's me versus you at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. Okay, you ain't gotta worry about it. I'm not running from you. I'm gonna end this once and for all. So, child, I don't know what Solo said to him, but Solo made the call, and them niggas started surrounding like some goddamn bloodhounds, and they start beating the brakes off of Cody, whooping Cody's ass like he stole something. You feel me? Then Randall came down there. Now, when Randall came down there, that didn't necessarily even the odds, but it helped space some people out. Solo got on the outside of the ring. Jacob was in there, but Randy started getting beat down. Cody tried to get up, and Jacob threw Cody on the outside of the ring. They started beating Cody up, and then they locked him into the ropes. Okay? They locked him into the ropes. So he was stuck like this in the ropes while they beat the shit out of Randy. They took the steel stairs and they beat him down so he was too tired or too exhausted to get up. Then they triple power bombed him through the announcer's table. And you know he got a bad bike, so that messed up his bike. So Randall might be, he might be gone for a little while because, Kevin's gone because of his mom. And after that loss he suffered with Cody and Randy, he hasn't been back. He probably went back to the hospital where his mom was, which I don't blame him. This bloodline shit been going on for 4 fucking years at this point. Give Kevin a goddamn break, okay? Let Kevin rest and please let his mama be all right. But child, they beat the brakes off of Randy, and Cody was in the ring begging. He said, no, don't do it. Take me instead. Put me through the table instead. They was like, nah, your homeboy got to suffer the fate. You got to feel this pain. They put Randy's big ass through that table. You heard me. Child, Cody looked like he was finna start crying. I said, damn, Cody, hold it together. Hold it together, damn it. Fight them damn tears. So, child, they beat the brakes off of him. They beat the brakes off of him. They beat the brakes off of Randall, Poe Randall. The damn producers and shit didn't get down there until after he had already been laid out through the table, and they done put the ones up twice. This the second time they put the ones up. That's when Jamie Noble and them came down there. I was like, Jamie, you could have kept your tired ass in the back by now. Where the fuck is the doctors and the stretcher at? Why is you coming down here? What the fuck you gonna do? You can't do nothing. You barely wrestled in your day. God damn. What did you gonna do? Poke Randy. And poke Cody. This how the show went on. with Cody sitting up there like this, and Frank Lucas just lording over everybody, just beat the brakes off everybody. He beat the hell out of DIY. He beat the shit out of them. Jacob destroyed all of them, child. Oh, left him out there prostrate before the Lord. Baby, they laid that baby out. They laid him out. Hell yeah, it was ignorant. They laid his ass out. Do you hear me? There was no recovery. Randall didn't get up, and if they got him up and was able to walk him out, and praise God, because he damn sure went through that table. Okay? Jesus and the warrior that did that thing to him. Stop. Stop. Oh, Jesus. Now, y'all, Smackdown was a good show. If you missed it, you should watch it from start to finish. Go watch it. I think Level Up is on right now. It should have been on for about 30 minutes now. You can watch Level Up on Peacock. It usually comes on right after Smackdown comes on. So you should head on over there to Peacock and go watch that if you want to watch some of the up and coming talent and some of the new kids or the new class from the NIL program who are coming in and prepared for TV. They usually get to go on Level Up first, and then they end up being imported to NXT. It's a very good pipeline that the PC has with this next in line program. Homegrown stars. Homegrown stars here. Homegrown. Anyway, one thing you also need to look out for is that No Catch Quarter Crew is going to be over on TNA next week. They're going to go up against the Rascals, Zachary and Trey Miguel, I think, and they're going to have Kushida with them. But I suspect that Wesley's going to pop up over there as well. He is not scheduled to be in TNA next week, but I think that he will be. I think that he will. TNA got to get something good out of this. They've been getting Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley. And I'm like, y'all gave us Jordan Grace. The least they could do is give you some Roxanne Perez. Send JC's crazy ass over there. She ain't doing nothing. Make sure you leave the Pele bitch at home, but send her over there. You can send Lash over there. Lash pretty big. Send Lash over there. Let Jakara stay at home till she change out her hair. And then some of the dudes you can send over there. You can send Trick over there just to start some shit, he ain't got the title right now, so he can go over there and help out Joe Hendry for a couple of things. They do got Slammiversary coming up very soon, so that's a thing, He is hung up like he on the cross, baby. They tore his ass up. They tore up Cody, my poor Cody. They beat his ass. They beat his ass. You can send a bunch of people over there to TNA. It's gonna be real good. I'm gonna really enjoy it. But Slammiversary, let me see when Slammiversary is. Slammiversary. Oh, it's next week. It is next Saturday. And it is available through their app. It's like $40. They always make Slammiversary a paid it's always a paid PLE. You can go and look it up for yourself. I'm gonna show y'all the card for Slammiversary right quick. Just be right quick, and then I promise I'll be out y'all here. Okay, I promise. I'll be gone in a minute. So on TNA's website, they do have the full card for now for Slammiversary. It is a 6-way elimination match. Ooh, yes! Steve Macklin made it in there, Jared. Let's fucking go. They got Frankie Kazarian bitch ice in there. You need to go home. Anyway, Josh Alexander, Frankie Kazarian, Moose, Nick Nemeth. Nick made it. Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry qualified, I think, last week. And Steve Macklin are all competing for the TNA World Championship, which right now Moose currently holds. I need one of these Negroes to take. They're not Negroes. I need one of these men from the Caucasus Mountains to take this title away from Moose's ass. He the only Negro in this damn match. In this match, you got Jordan Grace going up against Ash by Elegance. Now, this stemmed from her interference in Jordan Grace's match back at NXT Battleground, and then she has been wreaking havoc on Jordan Grace this whole time that she's been in there. She's been wreaking havoc on her. Now, Ash has another title from a different promotion. She is a champion in another promotion. So TNA may take that title off of Jordan and give it to her. If that's the case, if you make me drop my title to Ash, and no shade to her, but I would leave. I would leave and go to WWE. I'd be like, let me go in there and chill out right quick and go wrestle me some other superstars. Speedball Mike Bailey has won the right to go up against Mustafa Ali for the X Division Championship. I do not see him winning this title. Mustafa has made it very clear that he doesn't want to lose, and he hasn't seemed to do that yet. So it's going to be Speedball and Mustafa. I'll say it's going to be a great match for sure, but I don't think that he's going to lose. Now, this match between PCO and AJ Francis. AJ Francis is putting, it looks like he's putting both of these titles on the line. He has a digital media championship and the international heavyweight wrestling championship that he's putting on the line. He's putting that title and his digital media title on the line. He's going to go up against PCO. This feud between these two is hard to explain, but I'll just make it fun. I'll make it clear. So PCO had a thing for Steph DeLander. He went after her. He ended up getting a date. They had a date. AJ Francis came in, interfered in that date, took out PCO, and took out Steph DeLander. And this is what led PCO to be going after AJ Francis. AJ Francis is the digital media champion. He's been that way for a hot minute. And he's just been collecting belts. They've all been mid-card titles from smaller promotions. He's just been collecting mid-card championships since he left WWE. Then the Knockouts tag titles are being contested. So you have Masha Slamovich and Alicia Edwards. Alicia Edwards is a part of the system, and Masha is her tag team partner. They're going up against Spitfire, which is Danny DeLuna, and I can't never remember her name. Jody Threat is her name. So these two, the system bitches, have been attacking Spitfire. They went after Spitfire this past weekend, I believe, basically because they're going after the tag team titles, and they wanted to make sure they understood it wasn't going to be an easy fight. So Alicia and Masha took both of them out during their match. Now, for now, these are the matches that are booked for Slammiversary. Doesn't mean this will be the last matches booked for Slammiversary, but for right now, this is the matches that they have booked. Usually they add maybe like one or two more matches on there, but for the most part, every major title in TNA is being defended. The world title here, the Knockouts world title, X Division title. Only title that isn't being defended are the tag team titles, which I don't know why that is, because I haven't been watching TNA consistently enough to know why that is. But they're the only titles that aren't mentioned here. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your recap for TNA. And of course, Smackdown's after show. I will see you guys on Monday after Monday Night Raw. And we will chit chat and kiki and joke about Monday Night Raw, because it's going to be a knee slapper. You know that y'all queen, okay? Y'all homegirl, Miss Rhea Ripley has returned, and they have slated her to open the show on Monday. So we will see how that all plays out, but it's going to be a fun time, I can tell you that. And of course, Gunther and Damian Priest are going to confront each other. So it's about to be a time. We're about to have a time. With that being said, I will see you guys Monday, and we'll talk all about it next week. Have a good weekend. Not live as your brutality. You know what, Don? Just because you said that, we're going to end it on a high note.
Ding. Dong.
That's right, nigga.